Okay, never have I ever been fired from a job. Never have I ever broken a bone. Never have I ever done jury duty. Never have I ever lied about my age. Never have I ever smoked weed. Never have I ever broken the 5-second rule.
What's that?
When it falls on the floor, you eat it.
Oh,
yeah.
Have I broken it? Oh,
Yeah.
back down.
yeah.
Never have I ever gotten stitches. Never have I ever binged an entire Netflix series in one day. Never have I ever stolen a parent's credit card.
Stolen.
Yeah, accidentally.
Yeah, stolen. Yeah.
Never have I ever used a fake ID. Never have I ever called myself fat. Never have I ever blamed a fart on a dog.
Hiya.
Hiya!
Hiya.
Hiya.
How are my giggle sisters?
Doing great.
Good. Really good today.
Doing great.
It's one of those days.
It is
love your hat,
definitely one of
Jen.
those days.
Thank you.
Me too. Looks great
good.
on you. Love it.
does.
Love it.
Yep.
All right.
It looks
Hello.
great on everybody that has it on.
Yeah. Everybody
By the
should
way.
comment and try to win one, I think.
Yep.
So,
Yeah,
all right.
me
So,
too.
hi to all our listeners. So,
Yeah. Hi to all our listeners. That's what I wanted to add in there. Everybody should comment.
What
I
about
think-
those hats, Tish?
I think everybody should comment because we're giving away a hat.
Woohoo! Let's do it.
Today
Yeah,
we're
I like
showing the,
Black.
yeah,
Mhm.
we're showing the black hat today. So I think if we go back to different comments throughout the shorts and the podcast, we
Right.
should put these names up
Okay,
again.
Lori Stewart.
Lori
right.
Stewart. I know she's been in there a few times, but
Yeah.
she comments on everything.
Yeah, she's awesome.
She is awesome. And the same
That
goes for that
Burke
Burke wife.
Yeah,
she
she's awesome
she
too.
always comments. So,
And Beach and Barn Jewelry. They're so consistent.
Carol and Todd. Okay.
Carolyn
Todd.
Todd.
Carolyn.
Carolyn.
Beatrice.
Beatrice.
All
Beatrice.
Nice.
She goes, I think she goes by B. She's my,
Okay.
my sister's friend. And we got Robert again.
Okay,
All right,
Robert.
He's been quite a few.
He's in there every week, but
I know.
Okay.
oh shoot.
Well, there can only be one winner.
Sorry. It's this hole at the bottom.
Oh, there.
That's fine. Okay. I'm not going to look because you said your friend said it's rigged. Oh, there's two. What do I do? Put
Oh,
him back. Put him back. Put him back. Put him back. All right.
That
That
Burke
Burke
wife.
wife.
Yay.
nice. Yay. We
Good.
love her comments.
I'm glad
so.
she
Very
won.
good.
Yeah,
Congratulations.
She, comments on
She has
everything,
good
so-
I am statements.
Yeah,
She has
does
really good
put that
I am
too.
statements.
Yeah.
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 Awesome.
And one thing I just wanted to ask of everybody that's watching us is if you can just remember to hit that thumbs up. Jana and I were talking about this earlier in the week and how we watch our not our shorts, but we watch shorts and TikToks and we watch podcasts and things, and we forget to hit the thumbs up. And
Yeah.
now we realize like how important it really is.
Mhm.
And we know you're out there. Like
Yeah.
I was saying to her, where's my sister's thumbs up plus Lori's thumbs up plus Market Pickleball's thumbs up plus Jen's sorority girls thumbs? Like there should be
Where-
15, 20
Yeah.
thumbs up.
Well, and we have lots of views.
So thumbs up.
Yeah, we have lots of
We have
views.
the
So while
views,
you're
yeah.
viewing, hit the like. Just hit the like, and then we'll have
Yeah.
like a lot more.
It's
So
it's
we know
a
you're
free,
watching.
easy way to support your friends.
That's
That's
right.
All right.
That's right. All
And
right.
straight
I
enough about
am.
that.
I
Okay.
am statements. Let's move it on.
Okay.
Okay, my I am statement today is I am loving myself hard.
Woo!
Ooh.
What exactly does that mean, Tish? Please elaborate.
I think she's, that might be personal. We don't need to ask.
Wowza!
You give yourself lots of love. You do it.
Hard.
Good.
Hard.
Good.
Can I change my I am statement?
No, that is glorious.
That was beautiful. Love it.
I am loving myself hard.
That's the best one I've heard so far. It's a good one.
I love it.
I'm not even gonna
Jana.
Mine is I'm worthy of everything good in life. I was gonna make a joke, but I can't even make a joke. It doesn't go with it. Anyway. Hey, Jen.
Mine is I am loving myself harder.
God.
And more often.
Often.
Oh, dear.
Cut this.
No.
Oh my gosh. Dirty girls.
Oh,
Woo.
So funny.
I
Okay.
did not. What is
Well,
your
that-
I am statement, Jen?
That is it. Harder and more often.
All right. Let's move on. What is our topic today, Jennifer?
Our topic today is here's a question that we're going to answer. What have you done in your life that has taken you out of your comfort zone? Like, you have an,
I'm sorry. I got
Not-
the giggles.
not
No,
loving
don't say
harder.
it. Shh.
yeah,
Don't say
nothing about that. We're just
Don't
going to
say
keep
it.
it
Yeah.
G rated here.
Yeah. I got to
Um,
get the giggles away.
Yeah. So is there anything that you guys could share with the audience? And I'll go first.
Mhm.
Good.
So you guys
Go.
don't take mine.
That's right.
Actually.
Exactly.
If you go first, then the people can't take it.
Go first. Yeah.
So mine obviously was the hike in Spain. I never ever thought I could hike that far. I never really traveled much internationally. I certainly never did something as athletic. I feel like I'm kind of athletic, but nothing extreme. And so that was, it was a quick decision, and it was not well thought out, but it was one of the best things I've done. And so how it made me feel just like fierce. I
Yeah.
would say I just felt
Agreed.
really fierce.
That's cool.
It was painful, but it was like, I think it's probably what marathon runners, like it hurts so bad, but
Yeah.
afterwards that they just, or, after you give birth, it hurts
Yeah.
so bad, but you feel like that's such an accomplishment.
Yeah.
So
So
that was
amazing
mine.
after.
And it was so cool. Just
Yeah.
recapping it all in your brain afterwards. And so that was mine.
Why would that be out of your comfort zone? I mean, what makes that out of your comfort zone, a journey like that?
Well, traveling to a different country and doing something that physical, because when I walk here, it's 5-6 miles and I'm done. That's not very
So
adventurous.
it's just like sort of stretching your
yeah,
limits.
my limits
what you mean.
physically, but also mentally.
Yeah.
Because you've done that before, Tish, but like for me, that wasn't something that I ever thought. But then it just makes you kind of puts that taste in your mouth, like, oh, I
Yeah.
want some more adventures.
Yeah.
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 That's so
because
true.
that was like, because it broadens your brain and
Yeah.
it makes you really think this is pretty freaking cool.
Yeah.
Like there's
Yeah.
so much this world has to offer.
Oh, it's
Like,
so true.
yeah.
We need to stop living in our little bubble.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. I feel
All right,
like
Jana.
mine is, well, I will say I did think of Spain because that's out of my comfort zone just because I'm not a big traveler. The only out of the country I've ever done really is Mexico, but so that was, I'm the same. That was initially, but I I'm not like deathly afraid of heights, but I don't love heights, you know. So, but somewhere in my life, I've done skydiving, which I thought was a huge, and I knew I would vomit on the way down. So I prepared. I
So I held on to a
did.
bag.
Yeah,
You
I really
thought?
did. No, well, I dry heaved way down because
No way.
we have a lot of motion sickness. So, but I knew I didn't have coffee. I didn't have any water. I didn't have anything. And literally, when we jumped out of that plane, that part was fine. But when he pulled the chute, he started spinning, and I was like, and then and then he kept doing it, and then I went, and then he goes, okay, hold on, you know. So then I did it for another couple minutes because I couldn't stop driving, and I was sick the whole rest of the day. But literally one of the coolest things. Like it was just awesome. I don't think I would ever do it again, but I felt like, all right, I did this. This was huge. So it was a big deal for me.
That is huge.
Yeah. But then the other thing I've done is zip lining down through Vegas, that Fremont or whatever. And that was another thing is super scary jumping off in the beginning. Once you're on it, I think it's fine. But it's that leap, that heights, that was really scary. But I thought that was pretty big. But the other thing that's not necessarily like, you know, daredevilish is I took dance lessons, and that was such a big leap for me. I love to dance, but I don't know, just walking into a place where you don't know anybody and you feel like you're kind of like you don't know what you're doing, and it's putting yourself kind of out there and being very vulnerable and looking stupid and whatever, because they're dancing with other you know, there's other instructors and things like that. And it ended up just being really one of the best experiences. And my dance instructor was incredible and ended up being someone that I really connected with and still keep in touch with. And he brought so much joy in my life at that time. So anyway, but it was definitely out of my comfort zone, but it was just one of the it was super cool experience. So yeah.
What is the year span of those three things for you?
Gosh, I mean, skydiving.
The skydiving was your 40th.
Well, no, skydiving was through work when I worked at Texas Children's.
But I thought it was on your 40th.
And I'm trying to think. It was, I mean, 19 or maybe 2000 or something like that.
So you were in your like 30?
I think I was in my 30s. Yeah, I was in my 30s. So and young. Then zip lining, I was in my 40s. And then dance lessons, I was probably late 40s. So yeah, late 40s.
It's interesting though. It's so true what you're saying about like new activities that maybe wouldn't be classified as adventure, but they are absolutely adventurous. When you talk about people who do meetups or get involved in trips where they know nobody essentially, but they sign up and they'll do a trip with the whole group.
Right.
Yes.
Those things, I think you're so right. Even just signing up to take karate, you know, or whatever, a class, to walk in and be the one person who doesn't know the system, who has to introduce themselves. It's like being a new kid in a classroom. Where you're like, who's our new student? Oh, it's Victoria. And why are you here, Victoria? You know, I don't know. You know, I'm lost in my life. I've gone through depression. I mean, nobody wants to hear why I'm here. But it's really something. It takes a lot. I mean, today I had to play pickleball in a new group, and I was out of there in an hour. As soon as the one girl that I knew left, I was like, oh, I'm really busy. I got to go. And it's, well, just that same concept of, I mean, I'll go back. But it was this idea of, I had to go. I was here at 6:30. I'm like, get your butt up and go, you know. And but you're so right, Jana. That definitely is one of those where if you're out of your comfort zone and you push yourself to do it anyway, it becomes an adventure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
for sure.
It doesn't have to be something huge. And you know, I skydived. It could be well. Today I went on a a hike with a meetup group.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like
that's true.
it gives you a taste for more. Like you just want more after, even if it doesn't go great.
Yeah.
It kind of breaks that barrier, that fear barrier. And then you're like, oh, because after Spain, I'm like, I just want adventures. Like whatever comes my way, I'm doing it. You know?
Yeah. It's so true.
Sure.
Yeah. Once you do it, you're right. It breaks that, the mystique of it. It's like, it's not what I thought, it's not that hard.
That's
so
right.
yeah, for sure.
What's yours, Tish?
Well, I was thinking, I thought of a few things, so I'm just going to rattle them off. The adventure part that, like, I was a bit fearful and had to push through is not really travel for me because I've done so much of it. It's that's not really one that comes to mind that I had to sort of get on the other side of. But one thing I did when I was I think I was 39, is I asked a guy out. I quit my job. I was on my last week of the job, and I knew, like, this guy was part of a. What are you laughing at, Jana?
Well, I'm quitting my job. Would you like to go out with me?
Would you like to go out? That's basically what happened.
Hey, for you. That's amazing. I
had never asked a guy out before.
Yeah.
And so, like, I not to say that I hadn't wanted to. I'd always, seen people that I would be interested in, but you sort of admire them from afar and hope that somebody does the hookup for you.
Yeah.
I would never go up to somebody and ask them out. And this guy just happened to be in a training that we were conducting, and he was in for 2 weeks from Mexico. And I was quitting. So I was like, if I don't do it now, he's going to be in Mexico. Like, it's now or never, right? So it was literally my last week, and I just said, hey, I can show you around, Phoenix.
And
at the time I was living in Phoenix, and it was fabulous. I mean, it was great. Yeah, I've never done it since. I've never asked a guy out since, but it was just really cool. It was like,
good for you.
Very, very cool. Yeah.
Nice.
But I
they
can
left?
see. Well, yeah, he lives in Mexico, but I can see the. It gives you an appreciation for the other side of the coin. When you rely on a man to do all of that, there's really a lot of pressure there. It doesn't matter if it's asking you out or planning a special night or asking you to marry him. Like, I can understand that there's always this behind the scenes fear saying, what if they say no? How am I going to feel? So I completely had a moment of clarity and appreciation for what I have expected men to do that really I could probably do just as simple and easy.
But it didn't make you do it again. That's what we need to delve into.
No, it did not.
Right? Yeah. It's like I never saw anybody else.
Yeah,
There hasn't ever been one.
Never been on another date.
Never on another day.
Okay, you have any more?
Yeah, so the other one I was just going to say is when I was in Costa Rica, I was dating a guy, and he said to me, we were hiking, and he said, I'm going swim. It was the river. And he's like, I'm going swimming. Come on, let's go in. And he just stripped down and went in. And I'm like, yeah, I'm not going to strip down. In my mind, I was like, I am not going to strip down. Just undies. But still, I was like, then you'll see my whole body, like, in the light.
Yeah.
In nature.
In the sunlight.
And I had, like, this thought, like, oh, no, that's not going to happen. And then immediately I went, no, I'm done with that feeling. I was in my 40s, mid 40s. And I stripped down and, he's in there, like, watching, come on in. Never even phased him. It wasn't anything big. I went in and it was amazing. Like, I've never done anything like that. I did it once again since then on a trip in the ocean, but it's amazing. Like, again, it goes to what you're saying with fear. Like, if you push through fear to see what's on the other side, maybe it's not all great, but it's amazing to push through the fear.
Yeah.
Like,
yes.
I just felt amazing. It didn't matter what happened in the river. It didn't matter if there were crocodiles. I was just like, I did it. I jumped in a river naked. It was like, because I've never, for me, that's out of character.
Yeah.
Traveling there, walking there, getting there alone at midnight, taking buses, none of that bothered me. Jumping in a river with no clothes on, I was like, yeah, no.
Were you saying no because you were self-conscious or because you thought there were animals in there?
Self-conscious. No, I could care less about the animals. I mean,
if I got eaten by an anaconda, it's about my underwear.
No, that never even crossed my mind. It was me standing stark naked on the side of a riverbank where somebody could see me and being like, here I am in all my glory. And that's a huge thing for me, you know? Yeah. So I felt really good. And again, that's another thing that I've never done again.
But I don't know if you have to do it again. I think it's about overcoming that fear, right? So I think just in general, fear is what prevents us from growing or experiencing things in life. I mean, I feel like a lot of my life I've lived in fear of being embarrassed or fear of what people think of me, or, you know, so you think about all of that. I mean, it really is, it's a huge growth, and you feel so proud of yourself when you overcome your own fear, you know, and then nothing happened. Like all those things you had in your head, it didn't happen.
That's probably most likely how it goes, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
We talk ourselves out of it.
Yeah, exactly. Have you ever heard that saying that it's like 95% of what we think all day never happens, and we're it's just like garbage that we're ruminating in our mind. And that reminds me of that. Like, you just have all these things, what could happen? Oh my gosh, if this and this and this go wrong. And that's part of the reason, though, I will say why when I do begin to begin something new, like have a new idea for an adventure or just a flat out new idea, I don't share it. Because I found a long time ago when I was traveling, because I like to travel to different places that, you know, people will say, oh no, that's dangerous, or you can't go alone, or you can't do this. Yeah. I found out very quickly that you can't share that. Yeah. It's a very, very few amount of people that are close to me that understand me, and that I do a lot of research, and that, you know, I have a purpose when I have a very good method that I rely on when I clear idea of what I want, and a very good plan before I go. And so there's very, very few people who understand me well enough to be happy for me. And the rest is all just negativity, you know? So I try never to share my ideas of the next adventure, because I don't want to hear it. Does me no good to hear that kind of negativity. It just puts fear in me, which
we're trying to overcome this stuff, right? So you don't need someone then telling you, oh, that's not a good idea, or that's too long of a trip, or why would you ever want to do that?
Or you'll never, it's just like the podcast, right? So when we had that idea and we had that first conversation where we were like, let's do it for us, we didn't even think twice. It was just, this is going to be fun. We can meet every week and have a great podcast. But since then, I've heard tiny little comments from a few people about like, well, that's, you know how competitive the market is for podcasts.
Oh, yeah,
but that's not where our mindset is. You know, like our mindset is, this is a blast and a beautiful part of our time together at this age. But you hear that, and it's just something that you don't want it to stick inside your brain and stop any momentum, you know?
Right.
Yeah, for sure.
And that's funny that none of us mentioned the podcast as an adventure and out of our comfort zone. Because it's
on my list.
Oh, it is? Okay.
Yeah.
This is pretty big for us, you know, like out of our comfort zone. And you do hear a lot of opinions on it.
Yeah. Well,
for sure.
And out of the comfort zone, for sure.
Yeah, you're putting yourself out there for people to make mean comments,
judgments, and
which you know, I mean, lots of judgments, you know, comments like I'm a high school bully or something like that. So
that one really got you, didn't it?
No, it really didn't. I'm teasing, but it is interesting though. Like, you know, you do kind of have a little bit of thick skin if you're going to do like put yourself and all your emotions and stuff out there. So
yeah, for sure.
I will say though, it helps to have you two.
Yes.
I would never do this on my own. It's one thing that I was worried when we first started. I was so excited to do it with you two, but I didn't want to actually, I kept thinking, what are people who know me going to think? What are they going to say? Like, and then I kept saying, well, it doesn't really matter because this is something I want to do at this point in my life. And I really think it's important for me to grow in this way. And I was hoping you two wanted that too. And I mean, it was fabulous, right? Because I mean, when I wrote the text, the message I got back immediately from Jennifer was, fuck yeah. And then Jana wrote, yes, with exclamation points. And I'm like, oh, well, then we got to do it.
We're going.
Like, it
We're
doesn't
doing
really matter about the commentary and the feedback and the negativity. Maybe with this group, it's easier to just kind of let it roll off, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And I think our intention, the nice thing is we were just trying to get together and have fun and, you know, hopefully gain an audience, which is even better. But we decided that this was awesome for us anyway. So if you have that mentality, you can't lose, right? So.
Right.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, very
more
true.
Adventures, girls. More adventures.
That's right. Exactly.
We're going on them.
I know.
We're going on some new adventures coming soon,
we
right?
Are. Yes, we are.
New stories coming soon.
Yeah.
Very soon.
We got some content coming up.
Yes, we do. Yes,
I bet everybody's on the edge of their seats.
They are. They can't wait.
They can't wait.
Yeah.
They're going to comment like crazy.
Yes.
Those thumbs are going to be like 45 views, 45 thumbs.
Yeah. Yeah.
All righty, girls.
All right. What's our golden nugget?
Overcome your
Jana hit it on the
fears.
head.
Yeah. Overcome your fears.
Hit it on the head.
You know, just do
And maybe
it.
don't even label it as a fear.
Right? Yeah.
You know,
Don't
just,
even
like.
Yeah.
Just do it.
Just do it.
You can't say that. That's trademarked.
Oh,
Well, you're right. Somebody else owns that, don't they? Just try it.
Surely not Hiya.
Just try it.
Just get her done.
Get her done, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Get her done hard.
And harder. That's what Tish is doing.
I am.
My goodness.
All right, that's enough for today. Good God.
There we go now. So,
All right.
thanks.
All right, girls.
All right.
Wishing
Thanks,
you all
Abby.
a great week.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you next week.
Yeah,
Those
that sounds
thumbs
great.
up. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.